Covering Columbia County, where a registered sex offender is back in jail after being previously convicted on 2 counts of lewd and lascivious conduct involving a minor. This time he faces 1 count of lewd molestation of a child under the age of 12.
Deputies, they took 52-year-old Kirk Starling into custody last night at his home in Lake City after learning he came in contact with the child earlier in the day. News4Jax reporter Eric Avignon explains the evidence against Sterling and the charge he faces.
Detectives here at the Columbia County Sheriff's Office say they have video evidence that clearly shows Starling having inappropriate physical contact with a little girl. It was at this Lake City home where 52-year-old Kirk Starling was arrested Sunday night and charged with lewd molestation on a 6-year-old girl. The victim is a nearby neighbor. A relative tells News4Jax the girl was outside her home with her older sister when Starling assaulted her. Their mom found out when she came home from work.
This parent learned the information, called us immediately, which was heads up.
Investigators say the victim's older sister recorded the incident on video, evidence that is being used against Starling.
How important was it to have video evidence in a case like this?
That is very rare, and it is huge.
The report states the video shows the moment Starling grabbed the victim. Details into what happened after the child was grabbed was omitted from the report, but investigators reviewed the video and determined there was enough evidence to make an arrest. Starling is already a registered sex offender who served time in prison after he was convicted in 2002 of lewd and lascivious conduct involving a minor. I spoke with the victim's aunt off camera, and she tells me the family had no idea Starling was a convicted sex offender. Now, I also spoke with neighbors who live on this block, and they told me the same thing. Do you think many of the neighbors knew this guy was a convicted sex offender?
No, I don't think so, because if they did, he probably wouldn't be there.
Neighbors say Starling has lived here for months, but according to the FDLE sex offender site, he didn't register the address until almost 2 weeks ago. Investigators are now looking into that matter, as well as the possibility of other children who may have been in contact with Starling.
But there could be a potential for victims where the person lived before, or there could have been more in the future here.
Starling made his first appearance in court where a judge set his bond at $100,000. Now, should more charges be filed against him, that bond could go up. Reporting from inside the Columbia County Sheriff's Office, Eric Avignon, Channel 4, the local station.